Kei.
Oh! Hi everyone, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Classroom of the Elite, Season 4, Episode 10, Love Uncommunicated. Does it have anything to do with Ayanokoji and Karuizawa? I don't know. Last episode, the test started. Um, they're on the island. Ayanokoji is doing it by himself so far. And he kept running into Nanase, and then Nanase told him toward the end of the episode that Hosen and Amasawa went off by themselves and that she wanted to accompany him. And he said yes, even though he's not. You could tell that he's suspicious of her. But yeah, that's all about this episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/philibini, where you can find all the early access to the animes that I'm currently watching and full links to all the animes that I've watched and I'm currently watching. So yeah, consider supporting me there. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Um, last reaction, I said that was having trouble with my audio. I bought a new USB hub that is currently seems to be working. Like my camera is not connected to the hub, and my microphone that I normally use is also connected. And I also noticed at some point that it seemed like the camera, the video was sort of like dropping frames or something or other. So I had to disconnect some things from the hub. Hopefully that will fix it, but we'll see. So let's start.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Oh yeah, he did say something about going to take a quiz. He's his fault. Oh, so this episode is about them. Okay.
まあ得意なジャンルが選ばれるかどうか次第だな。んじゃ、また後でな。
All of the fields are his strong fields. Anime tree, yeah.
なんだこれ。そもそもボムダムって。
I don't know that. If it's probably a real anime. I don't know it, but it's funny. Why is that so funny? Maybe it's because I love anime. I'm watching anime. He's in an anime. Well, whatever. And he doesn't. He's supposed to know like so many things. And anime is no. Why would they teach him anime in the white room? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, boo boo. Sorry.
おっしゃー !1 位ゲットやったな漢字お、ああどう見える
あの座っている先輩は元気がないように見えます。体調でも悪いんでしょうか。
体調面では問題ない。
出発しますか。
その前に七瀬、お前のタブレットを見せてほしい。
そうでしたね。
こちらの抵抗を見せると思っていたが。
やはり先輩とはテーブルが同じだと思われます。
そうだな。
Of course, don't have the same table. It's probably something that Tsukishiro has planned.
今 HQ でキャンプって言ったか？
それがどうかしたのか？
俺たちの次の指定エリアなんだよ。よかったら後で合流しねえか？
わかった。七瀬の方は問題ないか？
大丈夫です。むしろお話できるいい機会。
Why did he react like that?
私はあまりできた人間ではないので、D クラスでのスタートは妥当かと。
そうは見えない。
七瀬を信用するのはやめとけよ。
は？なんだよそれ。
事実を言っただけだぜ。
意味わかんねえよ。
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Now I remember.
須藤先輩に失礼なことをしてしまったので。
She was there when Hosen. She was part of the whole Hosen thing.
全然普通じゃねえだろ。
試験前からお前変だぜ。
んだよ二人して。なんつうか。
だよ。あんならさっさと言えよ。
どうせ大したことない。
It's your own fault, buddy.
少し待ってあげられないでしょうか。
あ？
俺ずっと前から気になる子がいるんだよ。篠原さつきだ。最初は嫌いだった。
つか、好きならさっさと告っちまえばいいだろ。
そんな状況じゃねえんだよもう。
何かあったんですね。
だから無人島でも本当は真っ先に組みたかった。
But then you messed it up.
素直になれなくて。喧嘩しててもなんとなく篠原は俺のこと好きなんじゃないかって。マジだぜ。
決して悪いことじゃないと思います。
だけどさ、篠原は小宮のやつと組んだ。これって脈なしってやつだろ。
Not
そ
really.
れはわかりません。
線引き。
池先輩は普段誰にでも明るく思ったことを口にできる人なんだってわ。でもきっと自分だけはもっと特別でありたいと願っているんじゃないでしょうか。
I wonder if she is remembering the person that killed himself.
照れ隠しも結構ですが、相手に伝わらなければ意味があり、会えなくなってしまったら、大好きな人に会えなくなってしまったら、
Ah, so the person that killed himself is someone
伝えることは二度とできなくなるんです。
that she loved, like a romantic kind of love, not like a paternal or fraternal or whatever, familial.
とりあえずこの特別試験は無事に乗り越えないと意味ないよな。そうしない。
池先輩のこと、昨日私は言い過ぎてしまったんじゃないかと。
七瀬のおかげで池は立ち直った。
昨日の話し合いが逆に災いして無茶をするんじゃないかって。だからここで離れるのに不安があるんです。
いや、落ち合う場所さえ決めておけば合流は可能だ。指定エリア次第だが、別れる。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Was she being genuine in that moment, or is it all part of her plan, whatever her plan is? I know her ultimate plan is to get rid of him, get him to drop out of the school or whatever. But I don't know how she's planning on doing that.
はい。
Well, he doesn't care about you.
女子の部ならまだ一人空きがありますが。
綾小路先輩が参加できないなら私は見送ります。
いや、
ございます。それじゃあお言葉に甘えます。
七瀬以外は全員3年生。可愛い水着を選んだんだな。
はい、テレビで見るビーチフラックスってこういう水着でやってるイメージでしたが。
Oh, she's scared.
だが今までの実力を見るに、A 評価を得てもおかしくはなさそうに思えるが。
では行ってきます。
Is that my novel? Okay. What are y'all about to talk about?
お前も泳いだらどうだ？
随分と余裕そうですね。
それに本番は明日からだ。明日からは中盤戦。全グループの上位10組と下位10組が告知される。1年や2年が表彰台に立つことは不可能だぜ。お前も例外じゃない。
ご忠告はありがたくいただいておきます。
勝手に自爆して退学なんてことになったら堀北先輩ががっかりするだろうからな。
南雲みやびだからこそ取ることのできる戦略がある。もしそれが実行されれば。
I'm confused about who that girl is. Ooh, poor seat.
指定エリアや課題をこなしながらスタート地点まで往復して水分補給すればいい。だが七瀬にそんな無茶は不可能だろう。
You know about that.
気になるのか？
だって単独行動は百害あって一理なしじゃないですか。
単に七瀬の見込み違いでグループを作れなかっただけかもな。
Nah.
そうですね。昔からそうなんですか。
この手の性格みたいなものはだい 体一貫して同じじゃないのか。七瀬は中学時代から変わったことはあるのか。
どうでしょう。少しは変わったかもしれません。誰かとおしゃべりすることも遊ぶことも中学時代に比べると減ったと思います。
But then that person died, right?
自分自身が変わってしまった。
Mm-hmm.
受付できますか。
できます。7組目ですね。
受付は相当得点稼いでるのか。
正直なところ下位10組に入って。
He keeps saying that.
とりあえず課題が数学じゃなくてよかったぜ。数学の天才には勝ち目がないからな。
それではこれより歴史の課題を始めます。
参った。
I thought for a second something happened to the...
4択の運に助けられた。
Right.
とてもじゃないが信じられないな。
大に行くつもりだ。
それは残念だ。またな、綾小路。
I feel like I know the girl that was there too, but it's like I don't remember their names or where I've seen them. There are so many people.
確認させていただけませんか。
なんだ。
私の見立て違いでなければ綾小路先輩はもっと上を狙える人です。このままでは引き離されていくだけかと。
これも戦略の一つとだけ言っておこうか。
戦略。
おい、綾小路。
意外と早かったな。
今日も一緒にキャンプできるね。
失礼だけど。
うん。
あ、どうしたの軽井沢さん。
なんていうか、
Sure.
私たちもここでキャンプしない？池くんがご馳走してくれそうだし。
はあ？なんで俺が？
篠原のこと何か知ってるかもしれないぜ。
そうねえな。
この数日の間に変わったことは。
清高に言われてた例のやつでしょ。
Oh.
一応接触した人はタブレットに全員メモってる。心って？
うん。
Well, you
あ
wish.
の1年生の子。
不安か。
Well, that.
うまく立ち回るために仕方なく行動してるだけだ。
本当
K。
キス？
信じて待てるな。
Oh my goodness. He's probably like, okay, a kiss will shut her up. Will make her feel more secure.
鳴り止む気配はありませんね。確か5分経つと学校側が到着するより先に私たちで見つけられないでしょうか。
行動するなら人手は多い方がいい。須藤たちを起こすぞ。
Why would they want to do that? Maybe because I also like shocked a little bit about that case, but or maybe I didn't read everything properly. But isn't okay if someone is in that the condition is not good. That's why the beeping starts, right? And then after the 5 minute thing, then the school or someone is gonna come and check on them or whatever. They're gonna forfeit, right? I was about to say, why are they trying to get to whoever that person is? You know, because there's a possibility that they could drop out and that would be good for them, right? That's what I was thinking. But then if that person is someone from their class, they won't want that person to drop out. Okay, that answers my question. But then again, could it possibly be a strategy from someone? From either Ayanokoji or Nanase. Yeah, first I thought it was Nanase's doing, and that's why she's prompting him to go there. But then Ayanokoji is like, if we're gonna go there, then we might as well get more people. So it's like, is it Ayanokoji's doing? I don't know. This show is like things happen and then you find out that it's all a plan from someone. So it could just be a random thing that's happening, but it could also be a plan, you know. So far nothing has happened between Ayanokoji and Nanase that I would say that okay, she's actively doing something. Like there's nothing that jumped out at me that's like okay, that's suspicious or she's doing something. So I don't know what is her plan. Like I said, her ultimate plan is to get rid of Ayanokoji, right? But how is she planning? How is she planning on doing that by following him around? Is she just trying to understand him and then formulate a plan, or what? Like I don't get it. And that conversation that they had at the fireplace with Sudo and um, what's Ken? It's Ken, right? When I said Ken, something told me, no, that's Sudo's first name, and I'm like, wait, what's his name again? Ike. When they were like around the fireplace and they were talking about what was wrong with Ike, and he told them about how he has fallen for Shinohana and he messed up. And now he's afraid that she also likes whatever his name was. And from what Nanase told them, it seems like the person that died from her past that she's blaming Ayanokoji for, it seems like that person is someone that she had romantic feelings for, and she's regretting the fact that she didn't tell that person before that person killed themselves. You know, I thought when I saw when they saw when they showed us that flashback that that person was a father or something. But the way she was speaking this episode in trying to help EK, you could tell that she had romantic feelings for that person. Now, who was that person to her? Because it seemed like they were living together. I mean, she walked up, it seems like she, if I remember correctly, she walked up the stairs and then she opened the door herself and then she found the person hanging, you know. So, I don't know, who was that person to her? And what did Ayanokoji supposedly do? I don't know. But after they had that conversation, Ike felt better. And then she approached Ayanokoji and was asking him that, what was telling him that she was worried about Ike pushing himself too hard and that she didn't want to leave him alone and all of that. And I'm thinking, okay, is this all part of her plan? And Ayanokoji is like, well, we can meet up with them later someplace, like choose someplace to meet up later. And that's what they did. And then they met back up. When they met back up, Ike had captured some fishes and was cooking some. And they were about to eat. And then there goes Karuizawa with her group. And she clearly was jealous. She asked to join them. Ike was like no at first, but then Sudo convinced them to let them join in case Karuizawa knows what's going on with Shinohana. And as they were about to eat, I guess, Ayanokoji stood up and left, and then she followed him. And as they were there talking, he asked her about keeping track of someone or something. And she said that they are not doing anything much, that they're keeping track of something or other. I'll have to go back and see that again. Like, what exactly? Of course, they didn't tell us who. the person was or the person were. I don't know if it's multiple person or just one person. But then they said that they're doing something on their tablet, and then he said, keep at it." And then that's when she was started feeling jealous about Nanase, and that she's like, "I don't like when you're alone with girls," and he just like, oh my goodness, she was not expecting that, but I showed her up. And she's like, "You can hang on right," or something or other. I don't know. But I feel like the kiss was basically, he could tell that she is being jealous, right? And I feel like he kissed her so that she would hold on to that, and not let her thoughts just like go all over the place, worry about him and other girls while he wants her to be doing whatever it is that he wants her to do. Oh my goodness. After that, she was just like, "Ooh." Okay. You have Ayanokoji also meet up with what's his name? What? My bag with names today. Nagumo. Met up with Nagumo. There was some kind of game that was about to happen. When they got there, there was no slots for boys, I guess. But then for the girls, there was still a spot, and Nanase took it. And while Nanase was there doing her thing, clearly she was winning at that because you saw her capturing a lot of flags. And Ayanokoji walked off and when he saw Nagumo and walked off to him, and then they started talking. And Nagumo said something about the next day being like the real start of things, and that he was not gonna let any first or second years be take any of the top spots or something or other like that. And Ayanokoji's like, I'm probably gonna be at the bottom. You don't need to worry about me. He keeps saying that to everybody. Even what's his name? See, like I said, I'm forgetting. Hashimoto. Even Hashimoto, when they were there and they were about to do some kind of test, I think it was history, and he was like telling him as well that he probably wasn't going to be placing at the bottom, and Hashimoto was like, "I don't believe that." Um, and Arangoji, of course, got a high score in that, I believe, and he left. Oh my goodness. That first quiz when they started the episode, and they were asking about anime, and he's like, "What the heck is this?" That was so funny. Well, at least he knows that there's something that he doesn't know things about, but is there an interest in him? Is he interested enough to want to learn about anime? I feel like he's someone that if he doesn't know about something, he's gonna learn about it. I don't think he wants any kind of lapse in knowledge in his mind. So the fact that he doesn't know anything about anime, and particularly this one, something Bombam or something or other, he's gonna go and learn about it. But in that moment, it was just so funny that he doesn't know anime. But not everybody knows anime, so I don't know. Whatever, it was just funny. What else happened this episode? I was confused a little bit at first about Sudou's reaction when he found Ayanokoji and Nanase basically working together, and then I remembered that she was there when Hosen and when Hosen stabbed Ayanokoji, and Nanase revealed that this was all a plan and all of that, so he doesn't trust her, and that's why when he saw her with Ayanokoji, he was like, he was looking at them like, what is this? I don't like it. But it makes sense why he reacted like that. Is there anything else? Oh no, I don't think so. There wasn't much happening that I could like point to and be like, okay, this is suspicious. happening in this episode. It was just Ayanokoji and Nanase like going around trying to play some games or take some quizzes and meeting up with Sudo in his group and then meeting up with Karuizawa and then the monologue about um from Nanase about not telling someone that you love them before it's too late kind of thing. Oh, and there was also that discussion that they had between Ayanokoji and Nanase, where Nanase was asking Ayanokoji if he was the way he is, if that has been a constant. And he's like, on people usually like constant with who they are, but then she's like, he feels like an event can change some people. And then that's when Ayanokoji was asking her, okay, have you always been the same? And she's like, no, I was more happy and laughing more in middle school or something, but then an event happened. We all know what that event is, and then things changed for her. And Okoji is just, I feel like he's cataloging everything that she's saying, trying to figure her out. You know, he doesn't trust her. Maybe he trusts her to a certain degree when it comes to some things, but not fully. So I feel like he's trying to catalog everything he's saying. And then when he clearly clocked when she was talking about not telling, when they were having that discussion at the fireplace with Ike and everything, and then she was crying. He was clearly saw that he noticed that. So he's like, okay, her tears seems genuine, so there must be something in her past that's making her, that's making her talk like this. He probably figured out that there was someone in her past that she couldn't reveal her feelings to, and then something happened to that person, and now she can't. Probably figured all that out from that discussion, but does that tell him exactly who she is or who that person was and why she will be after him? I don't think he does, or maybe he does. I just don't know. You never know with Ayanokoji. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is going to be in the pinned comment in the comment section, so you can just click on it and you can watch it right now, and you can also catch up with all my previous Classroom of the Elite reactions. There's a playlist in the comments as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.